Tow truck driver and the dinosaurs. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. So I've been sharing stories from my life, little stories from my life, and I had done this about 2 years ago. So these are basically repeats of what I talked about, told the stories about 2 years ago. But because my channels have grown so much in that time, most of people have not heard these stories, and my stories probably have gotten lost in all the videos that I have made. So I thought, well, even if you've heard them before, you may want to hear them a second time because they're, many of them are fun. Some of them have a more serious edge to them. So this one goes back to after I had got the Palm Springs divorce, went back into LA to go to work. I didn't go back at my same job at that particular point that I'd had for years. It was a wonderful job, but I started working through agencies in LA. And so my girlfriend who lived in Palm Springs also, because during Palm Springs, during the summer, there wasn't a lot of work because it was back then, it wasn't really a year-long round community. It was more snowbirds. And so we would go into LA to work. Well, LA was a 2.5 hour drive. 2.5 hour drive. And so that particular day, I had a brand new, really nice car. And we were coming up over, an incline to go more towards, I think it was, we were leaving Palm Springs area, and it was very, very hot. I mean, it was well over 100, probably maybe 115. Well, the water hose on my car blew. And so we had to pull to the side of the road. Back then, we didn't have cell phones. Okay, there was no cell phones. And this was a long time ago. And so we had to pull over. Well, this wonderful truck driver stopped and he said, look, there's nothing out here, but there's a cafe down the road. And it turned out to be, I call it the Dinosaur Cafe, but it has these huge dinosaurs, artificial dinosaurs standing out front. And so he drove us and dropped us off at the Dinosaur Cafe. So we called I had roadside service and some kind of roadside service at the time. And so we waited and we had a piece of pie in the cafe. It was really good truck stop cafe food and a cup of coffee. And we were in our work outfits. And so we got, so they sent a tow truck driver. Well, we get into the tow truck with the tow truck driver. And so we start back towards my car, which is sitting alongside the road. And as we're going, I noticed that there were police cars with flashers on behind us. And I said to the tow truck driver, I think they want us to pull over. He said, I'm not pulling over. And we were like, oh my gosh, this guy's not going to pull over? And we've got police, so the police got in front of us, they were on the side of us, they were behind us. And I have no idea why they were pulling him over, but they were pulling him over and he kept on going. And here we have, the two of us are in the tow truck. And finally, they got him to slow down and he pulled over, he got out, they handcuffed him. So now we're getting down out of the tow truck after having been in a semi-truck. Now we're climbing down out of the tow truck into the police cruiser. So they took us back to the Dinosaur Cafe where we had to use the payphone and call the roadside service again. They sent out a new roadside service truck guy and towed us all the way back to Palm Springs, where I later had my car fixed. And we didn't make it into work that day. We did not make it in. And so anyhow, the roadside service people called me, the tow truck service people called me, and they truly apologized. I have no idea to this day why the tow truck driver got arrested. And, it was just such a crazy time from us going into LA thinking we're going to have a wonderful day and we're on our way to work, to breaking down, to getting up into a semi-truck, to being dropped off at the Dinosaur Cafe, to riding with the tow truck driver, being chased by the police, returning to the Dinosaur Cafe in a police cruiser, going back out with a tow truck driver, being towed all the way back to Palm Springs. So that's just another story from my life, kind of a humorous one I remember now. And, life is what you make it. And I believe in keeping a positive attitude. And I look at all the wonderful fun times I've had in my life. And I've had some serious moments as well. And I've shared those in the past and may share those again in the future. And so we go through different things in life, and it is wonderful to look back and just kind of share some of them with y'all. And I hope you enjoy from my house to yours. May God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye bye.